Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be going over Chigiri's ACL tear as well as if he is destined for failure. Hopping straight into it, back when Chigiri was a freshman at Raku City High School, he was one of the most promising young talents in Japan. He took over the high school soccer team and even made the newspapers. At this time, he was a pretty arrogant and self-centered kid that pretty much only cared about himself. During a match against another high school, he rushed through the defense with a smile on his face, basically enjoying soccer and hopeful of his future. But sadly, as he had planted his foot trying to go in another direction, it landed in an unnatural position and he tore his ACL. The doctor told him that he would be fine this time, but Chigiri's leg muscles are attached in a very particular way that allows for his very high speed sprints. But if he ends up tearing his ACL again, it's going to be almost impossible for him to play at the same level. Research suggests that actually 30% of players who return to soccer had a second ACL injury, which isn't that high but also not very low. What's worrying is that Chigiri's playstyle is the exact thing that increases your chance of getting another ACL tear. In chapter 176, it's revealed that Chigiri has been training relentlessly on his speed and power from the guidance of Prince. The faster you are and the more power you are exerting into the ground, the more likely Chigiri is to injure himself again. The main component in an ACL tear is also a change of direction, which as a winger you do a ton. We saw him do this against Bayern Munchen, and it's something that will just end up increasing his chances of getting injured. It doesn't matter how much he trains his speed or power because he's a very injury prone player, and the more he exerts himself being the front runner basically for his team because Nagi and Reo aren't performing well right now, the more likely he is going to be to tear his ACL in the future. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get injured right now, but I do think it's very likely. I don't see a point of the author making such a big deal about him not playing because he was scared of getting injured to then not having him get injured later. I doubt it will happen currently in the Neo Eagles League because there's no real point, and it's honestly just going to fill up too many chapters, and I think at this point we all just want to get this arc over with and move on to the World Cup arc. So that being said, I think it is very possible that he will get another ACL injury during the World Cup arc. I mean, it's most likely that he will play for Japan then, so I think him getting injured and not being able to play for maybe the remainder half is most likely. Maybe he goes off sentimental and is happy of what he accomplished and he goes out on everyone's good terms, but you know, I do think that it will happen eventually. Anyway, let me know what you think about Chigiri and his odds of getting injured. I hope you enjoyed today's video and have a nice day.